How's it going? I'm Alphonzo Rawls. I'm going to share with you guys some of my covers. This one right here is my first magazine cover, the November 1992 cover of Thrasher. As the sign of the times, look how thin it is. I mean, I've seen comic books thicker than this, but you know, it just kind of goes to speak to kind of where skateboarding was at that time. This was actually a pretty exciting time for me. I was actually surprised when I got to cover this. I was never told that this is what we're shooting for, and I kind of found out last second.
Who did shoot it?
Chris Ortiz was the photographer for this cover. An interesting story about this cover is I was having a conversation with Nick Diamond, and we were talking about the blue jean and white t-shirt phase with the small wheels and everything.
For sure.
He was
black shoes, white laces.
Yeah, black shoes with the white laces. And so the funny thing is, what he was telling me was that he gave me credit for starting that trend because he
got
said
it on the cover.
Yeah, he said that after him and his boys saw this cover, everyone went out to go get white t-shirts and jeans, and so he credits me with kind of starting that trend. I never really thought of it like that. I began wearing blank white t-shirts and jeans because when I went to school, there was another girl that went to school, and she used to rock just plain white t-shirts and jeans, and I just thought it looked cool, and for whatever reason, I just kind of adapted it to that from that, and yeah, so this is crazy. Look at how young I was, man. So I mean, I might have just a new pro at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to the Robs, Rob Dyrdek and Rob Boyce.
Perfect.
Another cool thing about this is actually Phil Shao's subscription. Rest in peace, man. One of my favorite skaters, an ATV for sure, could skate everything and anything you put in front of him. I used to enjoy showing up at contests and watching him just annihilate the street course and the ramp. So yeah, rest in peace, Phil Shao, OG, legend.
And we have Skateworks to thank for that. Phil's mom donated all of his magazines to Jason at Skateworks, and we were able to get a few of those from Jason about 5 years ago.
Shout out to Jason, Skateworks. Oh wow. So this is interesting. This is John Lucero's subscription to Transworld Skateboard Magazine. So this is a cover, Transworld Skateboard Magazine, with yours truly on it. February 1996. Photographer on this one was Grant Brittain. The interesting thing about this photo was that this all white cover idea was meant to be a parody to a Big Brother article that existed just before this, where they had the all black issue.
Yeah.
That I was featured in,
Ah.
and so they thought this would, it was Transworld's humor. They said they thought it would be funny to have me, a black dude, on the cover of Transworld wearing all white and calling it the all white issue.
Uh-huh.
And the rad thing about this is like having that hurt chart popularized wearing all white. I tend to get tagged on a lot of the photos of different people like wearing all white or whatever, but this is kind of where it all came from.
And is that a drawers sweatshirt or?
This is this is a drawers sweatshirt.
Awesome.
It's a drawers sweatshirt, some Levi's. I think I might even have these same Levi's. No, I don't have these Levi's no more. I got rid of these. And the other cool thing about this was, although I did not have this front side nose slide filmed this session, it was one of the cleanest frontside nose slides I ever made, and I was so bummed that I didn't get it caught on film, but I did get a cover shot of it.
And does that mean there was no filmer there, or they missed the trick?
No, there was no filmer there. It was me, Grant Brittain, and my girlfriend, who's now my wife. She was my girlfriend at the time, but now she's my wife.
Awesome.
And so and dope thing is, the reason why I'm still crisp, clean, and white is I got through the trick pretty quick. I actually made it in as I remember, within 4 tries.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so this was in Oceanside, Jefferson Junior High School. And here's a French zine that I was featured in, No Coralie. I vaguely remember shooting this one. I remember being contacted by a photographer not from here, and he wanted to go shoot photos with me. I didn't remember what he wanted to do or whatever, but I obliged, and this is what we got out of it. A lot of people didn't know exactly what I was doing on this shot, so as it turns out, I'm doing a backside 180 to fakie 5.0.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
One of my go-to tricks.
Awesome.
And this is the Kmart curb. It was popularized in a lot of skateboarding videos in the mid 90s or so. It was a spot that I actually founded. Me being from Oceanside, it's like I scoured every spot, every location in Oceanside, and so a lot of the Oceanside spots that you see in skate videos are spots that I found, as a kid, and the Kmart curb was one of those spots.
Did you skate that in the Union video?
I did.
Yeah.
Me and when I lived with Eric Costin, back in the early '90s, we used to session this curb quite a bit.
Awesome. Yeah, a little bit bigger than a normal curb, right?
A little bit bigger than a normal curb.
Yeah.
It was perfect actually.
Yeah.
It was a perfect curb to learn on. And the top of the lip kind of dipped down a little bit, so you can kind of lock in on Smith grinds and no slides and stuff. So it was really cool for that.